Some people crave an escape, something to pull them away from the routine of everyday life. Others chase the thrill of the unknown, the rush of discovery, the spark of adventure. And then there are those who seek to challenge their mind, a puzzle to unravel, a mystery to solve. In the world of alternate reality games, fiction and reality blur. Stories unfold not only on a screen, but in the real world, hidden in websites, history, art, and even in the streets around you. I've mentioned before that besides the amazing music, one of the aspects of Sleep Token I really enjoy is the mystery and the riddles, so I was absolutely thrilled to see that part return for this album cycle, especially since Eden was pretty weak in that regard. So, you might have seen a video or two about the riddles Sleep Token have been feeding the world recently, but contrary to them, I'm one of the people who's actually been there at every step, actively working with the rest of the Discord puzzle team on solving these things as fast as possible, so I feel like I can humbly offer some interesting insights and details from ground zero that other people don't have. With that being said, I want to note that I'm not some kind of mastermind that always figures these things out by myself. This whole experience is very much based on a team effort of passionate fans with a wide range of skills and interests that complement each other. Let's start at the beginning. On the 18th of February 2025, a Sleep Token TikTok was suddenly created. Up to this point, the band had not had a TikTok, so everyone was a little skeptical. It would probably have been dismissed, however this website contained a mysterious link, showmehow-to-dance-forever.com. The website had interesting flowing artwork in the background and floating letters across the screen. This was the official starting point of the new puzzle. If you just selected the letters at random, they would reset and you would have to try again. So how do you proceed? The sequence can be arranged in many thousands of ways, so just guessing would take a very long time. Well, there was a clue. If you opened the code for the website, you would find ASCII art resembling a gate of sorts. Above it was a set of coordinates. If you looked up the coordinates, they pointed to Shepherd's Monument in Staffordshire, England. Built sometime between 1748 and 1756, the monument features a relief based on paintings by Nicolas Poussin called The Shepherds of Arcadia, or Et en Arcadia Ego. In The Holy Blood and the Holy Grail, a pseudo-historical book from 1982, its author speculated that Poussin belonged to the Priory of Zion, and that his paintings, The Shepherds of Arcadia, carried deep esoteric symbolism. Although the book briefly mentions the Shepherd's Monument and its inscription, it does not propose an explanation. The aforementioned inscription can be found just beneath the relief. The Shugborough inscription is an 18th century cipher that has never been solved and might very well never be solved. Now, this was of course a big point of interest for us, and sure enough, the letters of the inscription matched the one on the website, and therefore, we found the first solution to the puzzle. You might think that this is very advanced big brain stuff, but it kinda isn't. At least not for people who play these types of alternate reality games. When you do a lot of these types of puzzles, you learn the usual suspects, how to approach them and what tools to use. So finding the code and making the connection between the monument and the website was actually fairly easy. When there aren't any official Sleep Token puzzles to work on, us puzzle folks in the Discord keep ourselves busy with Sleep Token themed puzzles we make for each other. These are much harder, with some taking days, weeks, and one in particular has even taken over a year to be solved. But back to our timeline. When you enter the Shugborough cipher on the website, you are asked to sign up with your email. After you signed up, you will receive an email with the following. Depending on which image you selected, you would be sent yet another email confirming you had been assigned to a house, either House Viridian or Feathered Host. The next major event in the Sleep Token ARG happened on the 26th, where a new set of emails was sent out. Depending on which house you were assigned, there was an image linking to a private Instagram account. Both of these accounts contained an image of sheet music. Furthermore, on the House Viridian sheet music, you could find the words Septuagesimus and Secundus, referring to 70 and 2 respectively. This made us think of the 72nd day of the year, March 13th. Would this be the day the next single dropped? That was the leading theory. For the next event, we jumped to March 5th. The Instagram accounts went public and new emails were sent out. It was the same sheet music, but in the House Viridian version, there was faint lettering in the bottom reading La 70 secondes, which is incorrect French for 72nd, once again pointing to March 13th. 2 days later, on March 7th, the website changed, now officially teasing the release of a new single. This set the community into a frenzy since this was the first real confirmation that new music was indeed underway. But we were far from done. Things were actually about to reach a whole new level. Later on the same day, each of the two Instagram accounts shared images showing a string of Morse code. There was a bit of a funny, confusing moment in relation to this because the people trying to use AI for the translations were getting wildly different results. None of them were correct though. It required a bit of manual translation, but we got it done and figured out that both of them pointed to a small trail just south of the Griffith Observatory in LA. Can you guess if anything interesting would be happening there on the 13th? How about an eclipse and a blood moon? But at first glance, there wasn't really anything of interest at those coordinates, at least not when looking at online maps and so on. It didn't take long though before the first Discord members started to arrive on the scene, and they started looking around. However, they didn't find anything. No black flamingos, no pot of gold, nothing. So they were on their way to leave. And that's when something interesting happened in the Discord. For a very brief second, someone posted a picture of a sticker on something and quickly deleted it again. Let's just say it was a little angel named From the Void, making sure we didn't stray too far away from the righteous path. So our investigators returned to the scene, and sure enough, there it was. A feathered host sticker with a QR code. People went nuts. The codes led to an RCA website with artwork. Each house got their own version, and when combined, it looked like this. Pretty cool, huh? You'd think that was it, right? Nope, we aren't done yet with the craziness. Each piece of the artwork from the website had a string of numbers in the tagline. At this point, nothing is left to chance, and sure enough, the string turned out to be a A1Z26 cipher, which basically means it substitutes letters for numbers. When you translated the string back into letters, you got the word emergence. Wow. I almost hate to say it since I love the tomb riddles so much, but this might turn out to be the best series of sleep token puzzles in the history of the band. Under any circumstance, it's safe to say that the scope seems to be bigger. They literally had us running around in the world visiting monuments and checking trails for stickers. It's crazy. You're not gonna believe this, but things got even weirder. Because you remember that guy that found the stickers with the QR code? Well, early on the Discord, he had shared that he worked at a bar, and he invited Sleep Token fans to come visit. So, while he was at that bar, busy with something, a mysterious figure had come in and left this note for him. Another A1Z26 cipher written on a House Viridian sticker. After confirming it was legit and doing some decoding work, the gang got the following message. Follow worshipper Geo was named after, known for, at, and signed call. I know, it just keeps getting crazier, right? But what does it mean? So the Geo, we believe, is referencing the Griffith Observatory, where the coordinates had led us earlier. Named after, that would be Griffith J. Griffith, an industrialist who donated the land and the funds to build the observatory in 1896. Known for, besides being an industrialist and other things, he was known for attempting to murder his wife, who survived. At, it happened at the now demolished Arcadia Hotel in Los Angeles. And finally, it was signed by Call. And I know what you're thinking, this is some wild shit. And yes, I agree. So where did this lead us? Well, the main clue here was the at part, the Arcadia Hotel. The hotel was named after Arcadia Bandini di Stearns, an incredibly wealthy Los Angeles socialite from the early 1900s who made great contributions to the city and especially Santa Monica. It was discovered that there is a bust commemorating her in Santa Monica, so people went there to investigate. The other spot was the hotel itself. Albeit it being demolished, there might be something of interest. However, after searching, nothing was found. We came to the conclusion that this last part might have been a special treat for the Discord, a little extra mystery and lore just for us. On the 12th of March, we finally got the final post from Sleep Token confirming when the new single would drop, and the next day at 12:00 London time, Emergence was finally released. Where does that leave us now? Now we can finally lean back and